We are going to learn division using the short method. But first, let us remind ourselves how to do division using the long method that we learned in the previous grade. We will begin by looking at a simple example like 684 divided by 9. So, we use the long division as follows. We write it as 684 divided by 9. So we start. 9 divides into 6 0 times, but we don't write that 0. So instead, we combine 6 with the next digit, which is 8, to have 68. Now using the multiplication table for 9, how many times does 9 divides into 68? So we know that 9 times 7 is equals to 63. 9 times 8 is equals to 72, using the multiplication table for 9. So it means that 63 is the closest number that is less than 68. So we come and write 7 just above 8. So we have 7 times 9 is 63. So we subtract 8 minus 3 is 5. So we have written 7 just above 68 because 9 divides into 68, but 9 did not divide into 6. So we have a remainder as 5. Again, 9 divides into 5 0 times, but we don't write that 0. Instead, we drop the next digit after 8. So we drop 4 to have 54. So how many times does 9 divides into 54? Again, using the multiplication table for 9, we know that 9 times 6 is equal to 54. So 54 is there. So 9 divides into 54 6 times. So we write 6 above 4. So we have 6 times 9 is 54. And then we subtract. So if we subtract, we have 0. 0 is our last remainder. That means that our division is complete. So we say 684 divided by 9 is equal to 76. So that is the division using the long method. Sometimes we can have instances where we have a number ending in a 0. We look at an example like 270. We can call this one A, B. We can have another example like 270 divided by 5. Again, just like in this example, we write as follows: 270 divided by 5. In this example, we want to see the significance of this 0 in this number to show that it is very, very significant. Again, we start. 5 divides into 2 0 times, but we don't write that 0. Instead, we combine 2 with the next number to have 27. So, using the multiplication table for 5, we know that 5 times 5 is equal to 25. 5 times 6 is equals to 30. So 25 is the next number that is closer to 27. So we write it as, so it means that we take 5. So we have 5 times 5 is 25. And then we subtract to have a remainder of 2. Again, note that we have written 5 just above 7 because 5 divides into 27 5 times. So we have a remainder of 2. Again, 5 divides into 2 0 times, but we don't write that 0. Instead, we drop this 0 because if we drop it, it will mean that it will have a significance in such a way that 2 will become 20. Now let us drop it. 0, if you drop it, we have 20. Now you see, from 2, after dropping 0, we now have 20, which is a very significant number. So, using the multiplication table for 5, we know that 5 times 4 is equal to 20. So it means that we write here 4. 4 times 5 is 20. And then subtract to have 0. Therefore, it means that 270 divided by 5 is equal to 54. And our division is complete using the long method. Now, we are now going to go into the division using the short method. And we are going to see that when using the short method, the division is almost the same as the long method, only that we are going to do very little writing, but at the end do the division. So let us now learn the division using the short method. Using the short method, we are going to use the same example that we used in the previous example where we used the long method. We will write 684 divided by 9. Let us use the short method to do this division. We write it the same way we wrote the other one, 684 divided by 9. So 9 divides into 6 0 times, but we don't write the 0. Instead, we divide 9 into 68, which is 7 times. So 7 times 9 will be 63. Now the short method, its essence is that it helps you to develop some mental mathematics, such that you know that if you do 7 times 9, it is 63. So you have it in mind that if you have 63 here, you will have a remainder of 5, because 68 minus 63 will be 5. Now that 5, we write it to the top left of the next digit after 8. So in this case, we know that 7 times 9 will be 63. So 68 minus 63 will be 5. So that 5, we write it as a small number to the top left of the next digit after 68, which in this case is 4. So in your mind, you now have 54. So the 5 is the remainder you had after multiplying 7 times 9. So you have 54. So you ask yourself, 54, how many times does 9 divides into 54? The answer is 6. So you just write 6 in front of 4, and your division is complete. So you have 684 divided by 9. The answer is 76. So that is the short division. You can see that we divided 684 by 9, but we had very little writing. So that is basically what the short method is all about. It is just the same as the long method, only that we write very few details and we do our division accurately to get the correct answer. Thank you very much for watching.